Well, that's the one thing I'm not keen on is working at 5 o'clock in the morning. But working at 5 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday, absolutely not. So we're going to go in with our games. We are getting all the news under the sun. So, what are we all wanting? It's taking a little bit longer to get my live stream up, so we'll just wait a minute. I think all the internet's been playing up, hasn't it? I've noticed a lot of people have had issues with YouTube live streaming. And yeah, I'm one of them, so unfortunately. But thank you for joining. Do stay and keep me on in the background if you want, and keep have a look at your games. We're going to be following in the Premier League. We've got Brighton versus Leicester. That one's up. We've got Nottingham Forest, Everton. We've got Southampton, Aston Villa. We've got Cardiff, Stoke City. Luton versus Blackburn. What a game. Luton really needing to get some points there on the board. Millwall versus Middlesbrough, Portsmouth Derby. What a game! Now that could be quite significant to Portsmouth. They've got about, I think I said in their local papers, they got something like 11 injured players. I mean, oh my God, 11 injured. And I think they said they got 4 awaiting tests today to see if they could play. So, I mean, Rotherham fans think they've got it hard. You know, Portsmouth fans certainly have. QPR versus Bristol City. We've got Sheffield Wednesday, Oxford. We have, and Oxford have really done well, haven't they, to stay out of that, to change and get out of that drop zone was absolutely brilliant by the new manager there. Sunderland versus Swansea. We have West Brom versus Watford, and our favourite league is League One. Barnsley versus Bolton, obviously because I'm a Rotherham fan. I say that as somebody logs off. Bristol Rovers versus Exeter. I am a Rotherham fan. I've actually not got my scarf, my shooting things upon. So we're going to be going through that. We've got Burton versus, Bristol Rovers, Exeter. Burton versus Huddersfield. Top and bottom there. Cambridge Charlton, again, top and bottom. What have they been doing here? Crawley versus Leyton Orient. Bottom versus, Leyton Orient used to be right at the top. Dropped down a little bit. Lincoln City, Shrewsbury Town. Northampton, Reading, and Stockport versus Rotherham. Let's see if Rotherham can have 4 straight wins under the new manager Bounce. We have got League 2 games. We will keep an eye on them. Accrington, Tranmere, Barrow, Walsall, Chesterfield, Fleetwood, Gillingham, Milton Keynes, Harrogate, Grimsby, Morecambe, Carlisle, Newport, Colchester, and Port Vale versus Bromley. So they're going to be on as well. So we're going to have a look at those as they go through the day. Let me just put this up. We do have 2 channels. I'm afraid. So unfortunately, we have 2 different shirts for 2 different channels. So I do apologise for that. And then obviously in my channel we also have a running channel, which is a running shirt as well there. So we do have videos on running. Let us see. It's senior runner if anybody is interested in a running. We do have senior. Let's have a look. We've got a choice. I'm not really bothered about Southampton, Aston Villa, Nottingham Forest, Everton, Brighton, Leicester. Let's see. Cardiff, Stoke, or Millwall, Middlesbrough. We will. Let's go with Cardiff, Stoke.
Man off to the right, to the left is Junho. Just behind the strikes, Lewis Baker, and up front is the man on
So we have gone.
Hamadi. Kickoffs at 3 o'clock. I'm bringing all the action live. It's 22nd in the table.
With Cardiff.
20th in the table in the Championship round 42. As Cardiff welcomes Stoke to the Cardiff City
So that's
Stadium.
what we're going to be following, guys. Cardiff, Stoke. Cardiff 5-4 against. 5-2 against a draw and 2-1 against for Stoke City. So sort of thinking Cardiff City here. Certainly the people who are in the betting offices. Let's have a look at what time we're going to be going soon, so we will get our tables up and we will be going with where do we think the first goal will be? Where do we think the first goal will be? This morning we had Leeds United 2, Preston 1, Plymouth Argyle 2, Sheffield United 1, and Sheffield United, have they blown it? Have they blown it indeed? If we look at the league table, Sheffield United are on 42 games with 83 points. Burnley are on 42 games with 88 points. And Leeds United on 42 games with 88 points. They're 5 points ahead of Sheffield now with just 4 games left. We have to think that that is going to be one hell of a battle to pull back. Obviously yesterday Burnley 2, Norwich 1, so it's going to be the top 3 are played, and that's going to be one hell of a fight. It's no real point to looking, I suppose, at the ones below. Sunderland can lower that gap to Sheffield United to well, they can get 79 points with a win, so they can lower it to 4 points with 4 games left. It's possible for Sunderland to catch Sheffield United and get third now, but is it likely? Well, actually, you know, with the way Sheffield United are playing, absolutely. I just wonder whether it would make any difference, because it's into the playoffs anyway, isn't it? So it certainly looks like playoffs are going to be Sheffield United, probably Sunderland, and then I think we're just talking now Bristol City or Bristol City and Coventry in 5th and 6th. Can Borough jump into there? Yeah, probably. And possibly West Brom and Millwall if they really play things up. We're starting now with the games. Let's see. Northampton versus Reading. Oh, you are joking. I don't even bloody started. Am I already? I'm already down there? So we have got. You think Reading's going to be Reading? Well, yeah, probably. Yeah, I think that that is very, very much one, isn't it? I think that Northampton have been playing absolutely bang average, sort of for a bottom third side, haven't they? And Reading have absolutely been playing out of their skin. You know, and they need to do well to be able to stay in that the fight for the top 6. if I had to think as how Rotherham's game's now started, Northampton Reading has now started. We're 11 seconds into that, with Northampton just intercepting one and pushing it in to midfield. So Barnsley Bolton, I think that Bolton might want to bounce back from their defeat to Rotherham. Trying to think who else might score, to be honest, because the games are now starting, as I'm being informed. You see the big games. Wigan 0, Wrexham 0, with Wrexham dropping points, and Wycombe 1, Stevenage 0, with Wycombe winning but dropping points last week. They're the teams that we would have been looking at, and of course Birmingham, who play tomorrow in the Mickey Mouse Trophy. So we've not really got really good hot teams at the minute playing. The only team we've got is Bolton, away at Barnsley, but Barnsley can let goals in. I'd probably agree with Reading. With a side bet on Bolton, I just think Bolton have that ability to score. They had something like 52 crosses into the box when they lost 1-0 at home to Rotherham, and they had something really crazy like 30 odd shots at goal, and they still got 0 in the net. You know, it's like, how the hell did they do it? We happen to be with Reading, so let's keep it. We've got Northampton versus Reading. Looking at that in a minute. Oh, Reading lose it in midfield. Northampton go down the middle. Oh, can they? Oh, they have a shot. Oh, off target there. Poor shot by Northampton. Yeah, Northampton, Reading, and it looks like it's not going as to plan for Reading at the minute. I did say in my I slowed down doing news because unfortunately YouTube stops advertising the other videos if I let a news video out in the middle. It stops whatever it's advertising. So I put a prediction video out. It stops telling people about the prediction video. But yeah, the great news about Reading's being allowed to stay in. Up and running until the end of the season. That would have made an absolute mockery. I mean, what idiot actually thought suggesting closing? And there has been a goal. There has been a goal in League One. We will go there now. It's Lincoln City versus Shrewsbury, and it is the team with the better statistics. Actually, it's Lincoln City 1. Shrewsbury 0, so it's gone somewhere.
And into the edge of the box. First chance of the game. Oh, it's gone over the bar. It's gone way over the bar. It's not a good attempt at all. It has to be said by Lewis Baker.
Lewis Baker there shooting over the bar. Really should have at least got that one on target. So this is why Cardiff, at the minute, it's just looking like Cardiff are just not. They're going to go out with a whimper if they're not careful. Where are Cardiff? Because we're looking at Cardiff Stoke. That should have been at least on target by Cardiff. Stoke City in 19th, Cardiff in 22nd at the minute. Derby County just hanging out there at in 21st with 43 points. It's goal difference by 10 goals. So this is going to be interesting. We've got Cardiff and Derby on the same points for that last position to drop. Cardiff are at home to Stoke, which is the one that we're looking at there. Derby are away at my side, my local side anyway, Portsmouth. So it's Portsmouth, Derby. Portsmouth are very good at home. However, like I said, they've got 11 injuries and 4 doubts for today's game. And they don't have a great big squad. So how the hell Portsmouth are going to get a team out on the pitch is one thing. It's looking quite grim, but they're in a good position. Portsmouth there. At the minute, they're in 17th position on 46 points. Okay, they're 3 points away from 22nd, just 3 points. But to get into to be dropped into the relegation zone, they've got to have 5 teams below them getting through, getting above them. So. A lot of attacking down there for Cardiff Stoke, so we'll wait on that one. Lincoln City, though, at the minute, are certainly pushing quite vehemently at the minute. They're the only side to have had a shot, and it was on target and in the net. So, I mean, how on earth do you see, Lincoln have got some bloody good statistics all the way through the season. If you have 5 minutes, look at Lincoln's statistics for the season. At the minute, for instance, 1 shot, 1 on target, 1 in the net. 67% possession. And these are figures that they've been having regularly, even when they lose. 5 times they've been into the opponent's box, and Shrewsbury 0. No, I don't expect Shrewsbury to win this one. However, as Lincoln City come in again, and this time they, it's kicked away by Lincoln, but then kicked away by Shrewsbury, and Lincoln have another wayward shot this time. So it's going to be. That looks like it's going to be one way. Let's actually have a look at. We're playing we can hear the Cardiff Stoke game, so let's look at the Luton versus Blackburn game, shall we? The 8 minutes so far. It's pretty boring at the minute. Blackburn are 61% possession. They're certainly doing more with the ball. However, they're not really getting much out of the game. That's surprisingly a boring game. I really didn't expect that. Trying to get something that I'm getting a good feed on. I'm not getting a feed on that one very well. We'll go to Millwall, Middlesbrough. Millwall are attacking down the left-hand side. 8 minutes in here, and at the minute it's one of those odd games. This one, Middlesbrough have 63% possession. They're passing it in the back end. They're not. They're trying to keep that back end, that back line, a little bit further forward, and they're playing in that back third. And there's something happened at Stockport. Something's happened at Stockport. There's something happened at Burton as well. It's Burton 1, Huddersfield 0. It's it's Stockport 0, Rotherham 1, and Rotherham are looking like they're going to get. They might get four wins in a row. The first time in probably about 4 years. But yeah, they look like they're playing quite well at the minute, which is strange. We'll go to Crawley versus Crawley versus Leyton Orient. Leyton Orient were playing brilliantly. Crawley have a free kick in the centre circle now, and one of the Leyton Orient players gets a yellow card for that. Crawley have been playing really well. They trounced Rotherham under their last manager 4-0 to get Evans the sack. Thank you very much, Crawley. They should have won 6 or 7-0, to be blatantly obvious. They really should. And that game is quite hot at Cardiff. Crawley played really well, and they've been playing really well ever since, just not quite getting up the results that we thought they might continue to get. I think they will go down, but I tell you what, they're not going down without a fight. Leighton Orient, well, what can we say about them? They went straight into that top 6 and then really started to drop down at the same time as Barnsley did, but their results didn't go quite so to pot as Barnsley's. 8th position at the minute on 64 points, 5 points behind Reading. I don't think they're going to catch them. They just don't, for me. They haven't got that form totally back. As Leighton Orient, another shot. As Leighton Orient come down in and Crawley nick it from them, try threading it through the middle, and they're attacking straight through. Crawley have cut through the back. Oh, they reached the back line of Leighton Orient and have to tap it back. And Leighton Orient now trying to 1-2 it in midfield.
From Ipswich, of course. Not finding the target there this time. It was way off.
Down the middle, come on.
By the way, I brought you that Sunderland goal. It's actually been chalked off.
Oh, this is Sunderland. Yeah, Sunderland had a ball in the net that's been disallowed. So it's one of those things, isn't it, in the Premier League where they have this the VAR. You think, oh God. Now you're having assisted offsides, aren't we? Which is, God only knows whether that's what that's going to do to the game of football. I remember when it was just the linesman flagging and that was it, you know. And then everybody used to argue the point. But now it's going to be half down to a computer looking at it and thinking, oh yes, he's offside. Whatever happened to the thought that offside was when you were taking advantage of your position behind the back line? And most of these people aren't actually taking advantage of it. As Leighton Orient nicked the ball in the Crawley half, and they nearly had free rein on the goalkeeper, but the last man standing manages to tackle him and get the ball away, and it was classed as offside anyway. So yeah, I would say the last man there had to nip sideways and get him, but yeah, Crawley kick it out. They lose it. How the hell can you lose it from from an offside kick? They lose it from an offside kick, give it to Leighton Orient, and then try and get it back and foul, giving Leighton Orient a free kick. I mean, that is bad play by Crawley. Just as I'm saying that they're playing quite well. And it's Cambridge 0, Charlton 1. Now that I did actually, when I was thinking about the goals, we should have been thinking about those two games, the Burton Albion Huddersfield. Ooh, that was a close penalty there. Stoke City, the Cardiff. We'll have to go to commentary on the Cardiff Stoke in a minute, because it's looking like a really good game. We've got Bristol Rovers 0, Exeter 1. We've got Burton Albion 1, Huddersfield 0, and what's the other one? Cambridge 0, Charlton 1, and just waiting to see the Exeter one. Bristol Rovers Exeter. They appear to be discussing whether this is a goal yet. Yeah, it's been allowed. Right, yeah, that's been allowed. It's back with Bristol Rovers now. So, yeah, that's... and we've had a goal at Barnsley. And strangely enough, Bolton fans are going to be furious here. They're going to be furious. Barnsley 1, Bolton 0. Let's have a look at the number of shots, because they were absolutely fuming when they lost to Rotherham. 30-odd shots and none in the net. Let's have a look at the stats for Bolton. Only one shot, not on target. Barnsley 3 shots, 1 on target, 1 in the net. And at the minute, it's sort of 50-50 with play. Barnsley 51%, to be honest, but it's not too different. Yeah, it's... one of those strange games. Barnsley usually lose it in either the first few minutes, well, they're not doing that, or the last sort of 10-15 minutes. Let's see if they can get ahead and stay ahead, because Barnsley tend not to do it. Bolton down the middle, but Barnsley crack on that one and push it through the centre. Try and bring in one of my other apps as well. And Barnsley now in attack. They're sort of like not giving the ball away. I'll give it to them. They're not managing to get into close enough to have a shot off. But every time they come down, then this time it's down the middle again, but back into midfield. They're not quite having the run of the play here, but they are certainly at the minute just about holding, just better than holding their own. They're keeping the ball. They're trying to play a bit of possession football. Try nearly getting into the box there and then straight back again. Back into the box again for Barnsley, and they're really attacking Bolton now. But like I say, they just keep pulling back. And again, this time it gets kicked back out, kicked back in, and it's out for a Bolton goal kick. Let's go to that game there. So we'll go for the Northampton versus Reading game. Let's have a look at this. Northampton at the minute having a pretty good go at it. Gowan's just crossed and Costello sort of nearly nodded it at target, but again it goes over, and you think they're actually not doing too bad, this Northampton side at the minute. They're certainly putting up a good fight. As we have an injury at Barnsley. Bolton player is down. And we go into that one. I think that's an important one. We've got Cambridge 0, Charlton 1, with Charlton back on the attack now. And the information I'm getting through is not as good as usual, guys. It's really annoying, but Charlton have a yellow card for that. They tried attacking down the middle, and Cambridge took it off them, and it obviously felt a bit hard done by that, and whacked him back again. Cambridge free kick in the centre circle. I don't think they're going to do much with that one. It's Northampton 0, Reading 0, and at the minute Northampton are really holding their own. They're certainly up on percentage. 56% possession to Northampton. However, this Reading side seems to be able to do with that, and seems to be able to champions. You know, David, you know damn well you're champions. There's only it's like I said last week, David. It's how many points, isn't it? Especially now that the two behind you. Over the last 2 weeks, last week we had Wickham lose and then win this week, and last week we had Wrexham win and lose this week. So the teams directly below you that had any chance of catching you have just faded away. And let's face it, this is game 42. You know, there's absolutely no bloody hope in hell, is there? Like, to put it bluntly, it's Birmingham champions. It's just a case of how many, and will they win? Will they get the most points ever in League One? Cambridge, can they equalise? Hang on. They were just pushed back by the Charlton defence. They were right down the middle, and it did look. Oh, they've gone back in again. Cambridge are really doing well. Oh, gets kicked out in frustration by Charlton. Cambridge has just got a corner. Let's just wait for the corner. Yeah, I know. Rotherham changed the manager at the wrong bloody time, and we might get 4 wins in a row. 4 wins in a row. I mean, when we won against Northampton earlier in the season, that was our first win in nearly 2 years away from home. And now we've won like 2 in a row away. If we win this one, it's 2 in a row away from home. That's ridiculous. It comes out just outside the box. They can't kick it in, so they pass it back to midfield. That's a wasted chance by Cambridge there. And that's the difference between one of the sides at the bottom, as Northampton get a yellow card there. Still 0-0. Not getting too many. Not getting too much in the line of information over the internet, I'm afraid. Today seems to be a little bit blank. Who scored for Rotherham? Let's have a look. It was Reece James. So we're certainly not going for the usual scorers, are we? Reece James for Rotherham United. And Cambridge down the middle again. I tell you what, Cambridge are really attacking Charlton. Charlton can't get the ball. And it's out for a goal kick to Charlton. I tell you what, it looks like Charlton might actually... Charlton might not have this lead for very long. Lincoln City, Shrewsbury... Lincoln City 1, Shrewsbury 0. Let's go into League 2 for a second. Accrington Stanley 1, Tranmere 0, Barrow 0, Walsall 0. Any other goals in there? Yeah, we do. We have Port Vale. Port Vale 1, Bromley 0, and Port Vale did really well. Then they had a poor patch, and then they more recently, of course, they've gone really, really strong, and 76 points in first position by 3 points at the minute. So they're now winning again. We were going to go to the game where we've actually got playing, which. Oh, we've got another goal at Lincoln City. It's Lincoln City 1, Shrewsbury Town 1. And that's gone against what I thought. I really thought that Lincoln City were doing quite well there. And Accrington Stanley have just scored. It's Accrington 2, Tranmere 0. And looking at the table for that one, Accrington are on 45 points, 21st position. Tranmere are 22nd on 43. It's not looking very good. The team in 23rd is Morecambe on 37 points at the minute. 6 points away. 4 games. You wouldn't really be thinking they'd be doing too much with that one. Where are Morecambe? Let's see where Morecambe are playing. Morecambe are at home to Carlisle. They could quite easily get 3 points from Carlisle, shouldn't they? Although Carlisle have been playing really quite well of late. And let's have a quick look. So Carlisle, you would, by looking at the table, you'd think Carlisle are going to be a bit of a rollover. But Morecambe could just grab out of that. They could lower that 5 points quite nicely to 3, and then then it will be a race for survival, won't it? 1 shot each. 1 shot to Morecambe, 1 shot to Carlisle. 48% possession to Morecambe. At the minute. The team who's attacking most is actually Carlisle. So, what do I know? I've got that one totally wrong. And the Carlisle bottom, you wouldn't, it's going completely the opposite way around to Carlisle in 24th position, Morecambe in 23rd. And I would certainly be thinking there that Morecambe at home should be able to get the crowd going enough to try and get the points to nearly get out of this quagmire at the bottom too. But unfortunately, they're not quite doing it. And it looks like the away side, Carlisle, are going to be the ones to be trying for this. Carlisle now. We certainly don't get much information at all from this League Two games. No matter where we go, the League Two games are almost never covered. So, Morecambe. Where have we gone now? We've gone Blackburn Rovers. So we're looking at Luton Town Blackburn Rovers as well as, well, just keeping an eye on the Carlisle one there because Carlisle are on the attack at the minute and passing it back. They're keeping the ball really well at this very moment in time. Luton are attacking there. So pulls gets kicked out by the goalkeeper for Blackburn and down to the right hand side and into the centre now. Where we're going to go with that? Luton Town did have a corner a couple of minutes ago. Pretty poor. Defended well, kicked straight back out. And Blackburn have managed to get it from the right hand side over across to the left hand side. Back it kicks it in, but it's kicked out by the. And Carlisle have scored. What did I tell you? Carlisle were pushing and pushing, and they were getting. They were just having one of those. I'm going to keep the damn ball, and you're not going to get it. And straight down the middle, straight down the goal, straight ahead into the goalkeeper. And down, what would you say? Down the throat of the goalkeeper and into the net. Do like and subscribe. I'm really short on subscriptions on this channel. I really am. It's always nice to have a few subscribers. We have got. I need to have a look at that. We just need to have a look at the stats for this game, actually. There's Luton Town attack because Luton Town Blackburn. Blackburn are slightly more ahead on possession. Luton Town, they were having all the shots. 2 shots, 1 on target. At the minute, Blackburn are still keeping the ball quite nicely, but it's like now they've gone into midfield and they immediately give away a free kick to Luton, and they just don't seem to get past sort of 60-70% of the pitch, and then suddenly the Luton defence defensive midfield seem to come into action and just get rid of the ball. 2 shots, 1 to Luton. It looks, a long shot. That was ridiculous by Luton. They're not going to score from near the halfway line. Not against Blackburn, surely to God. If that's what they're going to do, can Luton do anything with just playing long shots? It smells of desperation. I mean, really does smell of desperation. What can we say? I mean, Blackburn are in 11th, Luton are in 23rd. Another 2 points on that for a win, and they're sort of equal with Derby and Cardiff. Oh God. Still where they are, they've got the worst goal difference on -25. You know, a win would actually do them. A win would actually, at the minute, get them on 43 points. Same as, like I say, still in 23rd, but equal with Derby and Cardiff, and 1 point behind Hull. So you know, it would be so much. It would just do them so much good in their hopes for survival, and yet. It just looks a little bit desperate here at Luton Town. They seem to be doing an awful lot of let's just lob it, let's just kick it as hard and long. That one from halfway, free kick tap it forward to the Blackburn half and just kick it as hard as we can at goal. Not going to happen. But, you know, it's... At the minute, it seems to be the way that Luton Town are playing it. Travis gets booked there for pulling back a player. And Blackburn now have an injury. They'll come out of that one. Brighton 1, Leicester 0. And I'll have a quick scan at that one. Brighton 1, Leicester 0. We've... are we actually looking at it? I need to work out, is that the goal? Oh, it's no, this is another goal. There's a possible second goal that they're looking at for Brighton. Brighton got a penalty on 31 minutes. And VAR are looking at another goal for Brighton at the minute. So that's what it's coming for on there. So everything's gone quiet on the odds. The odds have been wiped off, so that's one sign that they're still thinking about it. Let's see what happens there. It's QPR 1, Bristol City 1. It's West Brom 1, Watford 0. I'm still waiting for this Brighton second goal. It's Plymouth Argyle. It was Plymouth Argyle this morning. Plymouth Argyle 2, Sheffield United 1. That's just going to be an insane game, isn't it? I think it's been disallowed. It's Brighton 1. Yeah, it has been disallowed. Brighton 1, Leicester 0. But Brighton is still attacking. I tell you, straight into the box. And Brighton looks like a lost game for Leicester City. They're not even on the board at the minute. They just don't even look like they're at the same game. Let's go to the Portsmouth Derby game, my local side, and we've got Portsmouth now. Like I say, unfortunately I'm not seeing the information that I usually get. I usually get players and I can usually see who's got the ball. At the minute, I'm having to fly blind because I haven't got that coverage today. But at the minute, it's 60% possession to Portsmouth. 2 shots, 1 on target. 2 shots for Derby County, none on target. The best chances have gone to Portsmouth during this game, to be honest, but doesn't look too interesting, to be quite honest. It looks quite boring. Portsmouth are playing it from defence at the minute. So Portsmouth in possession. We did say we'd go to the Coventry Cardiff to the Cardiff Stoke game. We'll just watch this attack by Portsmouth. Portsmouth attacking down the right hand side. Oh, gets taken out, and it's a kick, and he gets a yellow card for that one. It's a kick, quite a dangerous free kick, this one for Portsmouth. I'm just wondering if they'll whip it into onto the left wing, and then bring it in down through the left wing. I've seen them do that a few times. Kick it across on this right side. It's a free kick on the right side, and we'll see if they do that. They usually they like. Oh no, they've gone it short and cross. Oh no.
Yeah, it looks like a medical emergency in the stands.
Medical emergency at Cardiff. So Cardiff's game has been halted for a minute.
The matches and the scores so far, latest around the grounds. Premier League, Brighton lead 1-0 at home to Leicester.
Kicks it back in and into the box. Portsmouth now, but Derby kick it out and
Southampton Villa 0-0.
Looks like it's going to be a goal kick to Derby County. So at the minute, this game actually that game again, there's not much action in that. We do. We have a second goal at Barnsley. Barnsley 2. Bolton 0. I am going to have a look at this because the way that Bolton fans were hassling us after our Rotherham's win down there at Bolton in midweek, and they were saying, "Oh, this isn't fair. We had 35 shots at goal and no goals. We should have won this one." And at the minute, it's Barnsley 9 shots, 4 on target, 2 in the net. 49% possession. Bolton 51% possession, just 1 shot. And Barnsley are back down the middle again, and they shoot, and Bolton player goes straight down the throat of the guy kicking it, and I'm afraid he's injured. Comes away with an injury from that. So we're going to call on the soft sponge squad. Burton 1, Huddersfield 0, and we've got a really dangerous free kick at Burton. Burton have a free kick, and it's right outside the D, and short. He kicks it short. Why the kicks it short? Kicked back, passes it back, and Burton don't know why they kicked it short there. Didn't work, and Huddersfield intercept that one right in the middle. That was bad tactics by Burton. I think that should have been a nice long one curling into the corner, but they played it short sideways to try and sort of take out the defence, get it round the defence and kick it in. Didn't work. Bounce off the defence, and we've got Huddersfield now that will try and take it on. 5 shots to Burton, 4 on target, 1 in the net. 3 shots to Huddersfield, none in the net. Takes me back to one of our Huddersfield subscribers that told me that when they got rid of Duff, they actually they'd not had 1 goal at home all season, all that year. So since January the 1st, they'd not had 1 goal at home scored. And then the game after at home, I think they scored about 4 or 5. But they're certainly not looking too good here. As Huddersfield have another shot, but it's off target. And they've got to be making more shots on target, that team. They really have at the minute. Not looking too good. Lincoln 1, Shrewsbury 1 is still the score there. Let's go into Northampton Reading as Northampton again in the middle with the ball, and I see what this Northampton side seems to be going straight down the middle. Again, straight down the middle. They don't. Leicester. Brighton 1, Leicester 1. Just as Brighton think they're going 2-0 up, it's disallowed. Leicester go back to the other end 2 minutes later, and it's Leicester have equalised. Didn't think that one was going to... I was looking at that one thinking, Leicester are dribble. They really are not playing very well. And again, they prove if you follow a team, I'm going to say that you're not doing very well, and then you'll score. So Reading aren't doing very well. Reading aren't doing that well at the minute, so we can guarantee they're going to score. As Northampton come down the middle, Reading kick it out. Northampton come down the middle again, Reading kick it out. Northampton come down the middle and again. This time they don't kick it out, and Northampton have a shot on goal, but the defender kicks it out. Kicks the shot out this time. Gets down the middle. Now Reading's turn to attack down the middle of the field. The play here seems to be all down that middle third of the pitch. Neither of these teams are using the wing. They're both using the centre of the pitch. So they're both going to play the same tactics here. I think on probability you'd think Reading would have the edge here. At the minute, Northampton have the edge. Let's see as Reading again, because we get out to the right hand side for a second. right wing, back into the middle, down through the down the throat. Northampton kick it out to the halfway line. Reading kick it back into the box, and it's out. It's poor shot, and it's out for a Northampton goal kick. The interesting thing there is we're still Reading and Northampton going down the middle of the pitch, straight down the throat of the keeper there, and off and out to for a goal kick. And you think, Reading. I just wanted to have a look at where Reading are at the minute with regards position, because blimey, how many yellow cards at Portsmouth? 5 yellow cards at Portsmouth. I just saw that one just as I was coming out of it. 5 yellow cards at Portsmouth already. And we're sort of like 40 minutes in. Bloody hell. How many yellow cards has your team got at the minute? Because, I'm going to go back to... Well, let's go back to that one. I want to see the league table for League One. We've got 3 yellow cards for Derby County. Mendes, Lang, Clark and Zetterstrom. And we have 2 yellow cards and a missed penalty. Portsmouth had a missed penalty again. That's 2 games out of 2, I think, isn't it? Well, certainly 2 games out of 2 Saturdays. I think it's 2 games out of 2 Saturdays, isn't it? Last Saturday had a missed penalty as well. Just 2 yellow cards for Portsmouth, Hayden and Swanson. But Portsmouth 7 minutes missed penalty. Will they regret that? Because that would have been their time, wouldn't it? That would have been we're on the beach. So and we've got something else happening now. Something else happening. What's happening? And Stockport have equalised. It's Stockport County 1, Rotherham United 1. Jack Diamond scoring for Stockport County. Let's just go into. We were gonna go have a look at the positions at the top of League One. It's still Northampton 0, Reading 0, as Northampton have a free kick in the centre circle. Just 1 yellow card here, and it's gone to Northampton. So Birmingham are first, as we would expect, on 95 points. Now with 6 games to go, another 18 points. Can they get to 113? I wouldn't put it past them. So David, will you get to 113 points? That is the big question of today. Second, Wrexham with 82. Third, Wycombe with 81. Fourth is Charlton with 76. Fifth now Stockport. Now they're equalised with Rotherham on 75. Sixth is Reading on 69. And Bolton, who at the minute are losing, are 2-0 against Barnsley, are 7th in 66 with 66 points. Behind them, the only real threat are Orient and Huddersfield on 64. 5 points behind Reading with 4 games left. That's a tough ask. I always say 1.1 game is realistically at the top end, certainly how much you can expect to get back if you go on a really good run. I think Orient and Huddersfield are really pushing it. They really need a good result to get today to be able to even think about keeping up with the rest of them. Not sure if it will work that way. It's Accrington 3, Tranmere 1. Accrington 3, Tranmere 0. Barrow 1, Walsall 0. Harrogate 0, Grimsby 1. And Grimsby, they did well at the beginning, and then they didn't do too badly, but then they seem to have just stuck a little bit. Carlisle still winning away at Morecambe. Very big surprise. Port Vale, yeah, obviously 2-0 up against Bromley. Yeah, we expected them to win, didn't we? Yeah, Stockport 1, Rotherham 1. We're trying to see for League One. We were just going to have a look at Orient and Huddersfield. So Leyton Orient are drawing 0-0 against Crawley. Huddersfield losing 2-0 away at Burton Albion. And what's that doing down at the bottom? That's making at the minute Burton are 30th on 42 points, and Bristol Rovers are 20. 20. Oh, God, agree. Burton Albion are 20th on 42. Bristol Rovers are 21st on 42. That's interesting. Where are Bristol Rovers? You see, they're losing at the minute. So Bristol Rovers, it's been Bristol Rovers that have been looking over their shoulders, isn't it? And Burton have been just getting the odd points every so often, getting closer and closer. And now it's Burton are winning. Bristol Rovers are losing. They're both, it looks pretty much set at the minute. Burton Albion winning 2-0. Bristol Rovers 0. Exeter 2. Still 2. I think they've hit the bar. I think one of the teams has just hit the bar there. Yeah, Bristol Rovers, I think, just hit the bar. So they're not giving in. They're not giving in. They're refusing to give in, aren't they? But it does look a bit grim for one of those two sides. Is going to be joining at the minute Crawley, Cambridge, and Shrewsbury Town. Shrewsbury Town at the minute are 24th on 30 points. There's only 12 points left. They would be relegated. They can't. No, they can't technically be relegated yet. They get 42 points, which is exactly what Burton and Bristol Rovers have got. So it's not going to be the next relegated side just yet, he says. But it does look like it's coming, doesn't it? And it's half-time at Stockport. Stockport 1, Rotherham 1. I didn't realise that we'd gone so quickly through this. Accrington 3, Tranmere 0. 48 minutes played there. Harrogate, there's another goal there. Harrogate 0, Grimsby 2. And Grimsby, on 3 minutes of 2 minutes extra time at Harrogate, and Grimsby go and score in it. That'll be frustrating to Harrogate, won't it? Why on earth did you carry on that extra minute over? Yeah, Grimsby now in 7th position, just hanging on to that 7th position, equal with Notts County on 68 points in 6th. Behind them, they've got Colchester, 5 points behind them now in 63 points. I think this win would just about put Grimsby happily in that 7th slot, and they'll be very happy to keep that one. They say Carlisle still really. That's half time now. Morecambe 0, Carlisle 1, and I'm surprised because Carlisle are actually the better side in that one. So half time at Stockport 1, Rotherham 1. Half time at Northampton 0. Reading 0. It's half time at Lincoln 1, Shrewsbury 1. Have we got anybody winning here? Half time at Crawley 0, Leyton Orient 0. Oh, here we go. We got some winners here. Half time at Cambridge 0, Charlton 1. Also at Burton 2, Huddersfield 0. We will go to that one after in the second half, I think. We've got Bristol Rovers half-time. Bristol Rovers 0, Exeter 2, putting them into the bottom 4. Barnsley 2, Bolton 0. Where does that actually put Bolton? Because that's really starting to put pressure on the Bolton side. Yeah, Bolton now 7th. 3 points behind Reading. Reading fans, Harry's a Reading fan, isn't he? I mean, Harry must be looking at this thinking, hell, this is good. Barnsley 2-0 up against Bolton, just below them. And Leyton Orient and Huddersfield both drawing both drawing. And you think, none of the three below them are getting all the 3 points. Yet, all they need to do, Reading, is get a goal and start winning this one. And that gap of 3 points would suddenly go to 5. They'd be 5 points ahead in 6th place in League One, with 4 games left. And I always say, 1 point per game at this stage of the season is probably about right, because everybody's getting fatigue, everybody's getting tired, suspensions, and injuries, and we're all getting we're all in the same boat. It would only take 1 goal now for Reading to be 5 points ahead with 4 games left. And that would be absolutely amazing. Let's just go down the half-time scores. A minute, it's still Barnsley 2, Bolton 0. 51 minutes played there, still playing. And as we heard, we've actually the commentaries come off at Cardiff. It's been stopped for a medical emergency. Cardiff 0, Stoke City 0. The others are now all half-time. Luton 0, Blackburn 0, Millwall 0, Middlesbrough 0, Portsmouth 0, Derby 0, oh boy, QPR 1, Bristol City 1, Sheffield Wednesday 0, Oxford 0, Sunderland 0, Swansea 0. Help, where's all the goals in that division? West Brom 1, Watford 0. And the Drawthorns, they got Watford. They might get a 1-0 win there. In League One, still playing at Barnsley 2, Bolton 0, Bristol Rovers 0, Exeter 2. Please do like and subscribe, guys. Burton Albion 2, Huddersfield 0. Huddersfield aren't out of this one, but they certainly aren't troubling Burton Albion too much. yeah, exactly right. It is, isn't it? Can they? It's how many above 100 they're going to get, isn't it? Crawley 0, Leyton Orient 0, Lincoln City 1, Shrewsbury 1, Northampton 0, Reading 0, and Stockport have equalised. Stockport 1, Rotherham 1. I'm going to go for a 5-minute drink, keep my throat dry, from drying up, and we'll see you, including Roy, David, Harry, everyone else, when I get back. So see you in a minute, and let's see. I mean, actually, we could. I think we're going to have to go to a different game, because that one has been curtailed by a medical emergency. Let's see which one we can go to instead. Oh, come on, give me the Premier games, you daft thing. We'll go with Millwall Middlesbrough instead, and I shall leave you with the first half commentary replay for that. So you said, you did say 107. Let's see.
No shots on target yet for the home side, but they had a great opportunity in the first
We'll be right back. See you in about 5 minutes.
Sent his header over the crossbar. Borough have certainly been on top. They've dominated possession and created some very promising attacks. The only shot on target has come the way of Morgan Whittaker, who is still awaiting his first goal in Middlesbrough colours. Very easy on the eye in attack, but no goal for either side as of yet. 0-0. Half-time at the Den and still awaiting the first goal. It is Millwall 0, Middlesbrough 0. No shots on target yet for the home side, but they had a great opportunity in the first minute as Tristan Crown with a free header from a set piece sent his header over the crossbar. Borough have certainly been on top. They've dominated possession and created some very promising attacks. The only shot on target has come the way of Morgan Whittaker, who is still awaiting his first goal in Middlesbrough colours. Very easy on the eye in attack, but no goal for either side as of yet. 0-0. Half-time at the Den and still awaiting the first goal. It is Millwall 0, Middlesbrough 0. No shots on target yet for the home side, but they had a great opportunity in the first minute as Tristan Crown with a free header from a set piece sent his header over the crossbar. Borough have certainly been on top. They've dominated possession and created some very promising attacks. The only shot on target has come the way of Morgan Whittaker, who is still awaiting his first goal in Middlesbrough colours. Very easy on the eye in attack, but no goal for either side as of yet. 0-0. Half-time at the Den and still awaiting the first goal. It is Millwall 0, Middlesbrough 0. No shots on target yet for the home side, but they had a great opportunity in the first minute as Tristan Crown with a free header from a set piece sent his header over the crossbar. Borough have certainly been on top. They've dominated possession and created some very promising attacks. The only shot on target has come the way of Morgan Whittaker, who is still awaiting his first goal in Middlesbrough colours. Very easy on the eye in attack, but no goal for either side as of yet. 0-0. Half-time at the Den and still awaiting the first goal. It is Millwall 0, Middlesbrough 0. No shots on target yet for the home side, but they had a great opportunity in the first minute as Tristan Crown with a free header from a set piece sent his header over the crossbar. Borough have certainly been on top. They've dominated possession and created some very promising attacks. The only shot on target has come the way of Morgan Whittaker, who is still awaiting his first goal in Middlesbrough colours. Very easy on the eye in attack, but no goal for either side as of yet. 0-0. Half-time at the Den and still awaiting the first goal. It is Millwall 0, Middlesbrough 0. No shots on target yet for the home side, but they had a great opportunity in the first minute as Tristan Crown with a free header from a set piece sent his header over the crossbar. Borough have certainly been on top. They've dominated possession and created some very promising attacks. The only shot on target has come the way of Morgan Whittaker, who is still awaiting his first goal in Middlesbrough colours. Very easy on the eye in attack, but no goal for either side as of yet. 0-0. Half-time at the Den and still awaiting the first goal. It is Millwall 0, Middlesbrough 0. No shots on target yet for the home side, but they had a great opportunity in the first minute as Tristan Crown with a free header from a set piece sent his header over the crossbar. Borough have certainly been on top. They've dominated possession and created some very promising attacks. The only shot on target has come the way of Morgan Whittaker, who is still awaiting his first goal in Middlesbrough colours. Very easy on the eye in attack, but no goal for either side as of yet. 0-0. Half-time at the Den and still awaiting the first goal. It is Millwall 0, Middlesbrough 0. No shots on target yet for the home side, but they had a great opportunity in the first minute as Tristan Crown with a free header from a set piece sent his header over the crossbar. Borough have certainly been on top. They've dominated possession and created some very promising attacks. The only shot on target has come the way of Morgan Whittaker, who is still awaiting his first goal in Middlesbrough colours. Very easy on the eye in attack, but no goal for either side as of yet. 0-0. Half-time at the Den and still awaiting the first goal. It is Millwall 0, Middlesbrough 0. No shots on target yet for the home side, but they had a great opportunity in the first minute as Tristan Crown with a free header from a set piece sent his header over the crossbar. Borough have certainly been on top. They've dominated possession and created some very promising attacks. The only shot on target has come the way of Morgan Whittaker, who is still awaiting his first goal in Middlesbrough colours. Very easy on the eye in attack, but no goal for either side as of yet. 0-0. Half-time at the Den and still awaiting the first goal. It is Millwall 0, Middlesbrough 0. No shots on target yet for the home side, but they had a great opportunity in the first minute as Tristan Crown with a free header from a set piece sent his header over the crossbar. Borough have certainly been on top. They've dominated possession and created some very promising attacks. The only shot on target has come the way of Morgan Whittaker, who is still awaiting his first goal in Middlesbrough colours. Very easy on the eye in attack, but no goal for either side as of yet. 0-0. Half-time at the Den and still awaiting the first goal. It is Millwall 0, Middlesbrough 0. No shots on target yet for the home side, but they had a great opportunity in the first minute as Tristan Crown with a free header from a set piece sent his header over the crossbar. Borough have certainly been on top. They've dominated possession and created some very promising attacks. The only shot on target has come the way of Morgan Whittaker, who is still awaiting his first goal in Middlesbrough colours. Very easy on the eye in attack, but no goal for either side.
So we... I'll tell you what, the Cardiff game has got started at Cardiff Stoke. Never have I seen such a one-sided game This is absolutely ridiculous. It's all Cardiff, absolutely all Cardiff. 8 shots to Cardiff. Aussie none on target. Stoke City 2 shots. Stoke City, yeah, Stoke City have got 52% possession, I'll give you that, but they're not doing absolutely nothing with it. Cardiff taking them on the break and just pushing them straight back as soon as they've got the ball. Stoke City at the minute must be finishing for half time soon. Well, I don't know whether this timer. Let's see whether we've got a timer for this. So 49 minutes plus 12 minutes. Yeah, I've got another 5 or 6 minutes left yet at Cardiff. Stoke have the ball in their own area, and again, you know, they're just tapping it around in their own area, which is like not doing anything with it. Stoke City are just I mean, they lobbed it over just now, tried to lob it over the back line, but it was just way too far and claimed by the goalkeeper. Cardiff now going down the left hand side for Cardiff. They're on the break now. Ooh, Stoke intercept it. Down. Oh, taken out right by the box, and Stoke City. What did I say that shout out on Burton? I know. Look at it. I was looking at it, and have you seen it? We've got Bristol Rovers in the bottom. And it really is a fight for that last, not to get relegated. We're going to just wait for this Stoke City free kick. 51 minutes. There's 12 minutes extra time because of the medical emergency. This could be the first shot on target for Stoke City. If this goes in the net, Cardiff City would be so gutted after they've had so many more shots than what Stoke City have. Oh, they do it wide to try and kick it in, and it didn't quite work. They still have the ball, but they pull it back, shot, and it's off target. Comes off a defender and comes back out again, and Stoke City managed to get to the right hand side of the box. Right hand side of the box, pull it back.
The second half is just about to get underway at the Den, and whilst we do enter the second half, still goalless between and Middlesbrough.
They knocked something over there.
There have been some very eye-catching moments, particularly from the visitors who have such.
It's Stoke City who have a corner. We will stay with this for a minute, and then we're going to go to the Huddersfield game. We'll just wait for the Stoke City corner.
There has been an alteration at the break as well. Macaulay Langstaff has come on for Luke Cundle. So
we'll wait for the Stoke City corner.
Rejig his side, as I'm sure he will admit they were second best in terms of controlling the game.
Oh, into the near side. Oh no, gets taken out by the defence, and the Cardiff City kick that to the left. Oh, and they try doing a break again, a quick break down the left, but this time Stoke City stop it before Cardiff can have a shot on target. And I tell you what, that game is at the minute all Cardiff City. And if you were listening to the commentary earlier on, Cardiff City are absolutely on top. They've been on top since the beginning. We're quickly going to go to Bristol Rovers. Something's happened at Bristol Rovers. At the minute it's Bristol Rovers 0, Exeter 2. forced substitution for Bristol Rovers. So Bristol Rovers.
Get a chance now. Surely it was dragged from behind there in the 6-yard area. The referee waves away protests. Well, somehow he didn't even manage to get a shot away there.
Oh, end to end here at Bristol Rovers.
Macaulay Langstaff straight in the heart of the action.
It's end to end at Bristol Rovers. I don't know what happened there. I think somebody hit the. I think Bristol Rovers Exeter hit the bar there, and I think Bristol Rovers are. Oh, I think Bristol Rovers have done the same. My God, they're going to hit the bar at one side, hit the bar at the other side. This game is absolutely. Bristol Rovers aren't going down without a fight, are they?
Just like in the first half, then a set piece.
They're still losing 2-0. But I tell you what, they're not. They're certainly not giving up. So that's that one. We were going to go to the Burton 2, Huddersfield 0.
To bring him down. The cross comes into the back post, no free chance. And blocked at source. Well, all of a sudden, Millwall on the side on top, and Alex Neil has certainly.
Yeah, Millwall are attacking constantly at the minute. It's like they come out in the second half a bit of a different team. It was a bit dull in the first half, but it seems to be a little bit more brightened up at the Mansfield game. At the Middlesbrough game. I said Mansfield game, you're not playing. Middlesbrough game. Oh, injury for Burton Albion.
Comes in now. Evades a man. Honeyman's there. What a save from Travers. Well, where was this in the first half from Millwall?
Where was it in the first half? Well, the first half was boring. Give over. Middlesbrough.
Fine stop to prevent.
But Millwall actually has 0 shots, I think, in the first half.
Glancing clearance fell kindly to the Millwall midfielder.
No, they haven't. They've got nothing to lose. They're in the relegation zone.
Send it back into the far corner. Travers going one way, but he
and you know, if they get nothing from this, they're in deep shit.
Ball threaded through the middle is easily cut out.
You should be playing Birmingham. Haha, that's a let off then, isn't it? Who is it you play next week?
Supporting Ivanovic up top.
Is it going to be something like Rotherham 6, Mansfield 0? No? I wish. Middlesbrough attacking down the left-hand side. They're just keeping the ball. They're doing a really good job at keeping the ball, but at the minute. But they're not doing anything with it. So Middlesbrough, why do I keep calling Middlesbrough Mansfield? Middlesbrough are keeping the ball extremely well. Not doing it. Oh, there we go. They've tackled now for the ball, Millwall, and they can build from the right-hand side. That's the one we're listening, where you can hear in the background there. Oh, Huddersfield have a long shot out, and it's easily a nice, probably one of the longest shots you're going to get at a football game. And Burton Albion will have a goal kick there, and it's Burton 2, Huddersfield 0. Do remember to like and subscribe, please. Well, at least subscribe. And let's see the stats. We've got, crikey, the XG. 1.23 for Burton Albion, 0.12 for Huddersfield. As Middlesbrough take the attack back, the ball back now and try and attack. 64% possession to Huddersfield, 4 shots, none on target. Get this, 36% possession to Burton Albion. 36%. And 7 shots, 6 of them on target and 2 in the net. Why are they going down? Well, maybe they're not. You know, they just seem. I mean, this game. You know, if they can keep that up, they aren't, are they? But we said that about Crawley. Crawley played brilliant against Rotherham, and they should have won 6 or 7-0. Typical us yet another new manager bounce. I know! Every time there's been a new manager bounce. the next game that they've played, or the next game after, has been Mansfield Town, hasn't it? It's been like, how the hell do you manage to choose to do that? It is. It's a conspiracy. Oh dear, Steve Evans cast-offs. Oh God. Did you hear that the newspaper? He only ever let one newspaper reporter in, and Steve Davis. I've forgotten his first name, Davis. He reported the second that he got sacked. He put his news article out that he'd obviously been writing for about several months, saying that in midweek they played about 15-20 minutes on the pitch, on the training pitch. Never ever did any free kick training. Just had a quick football game for 15-20 minutes, and that was it for the week. No training. They didn't do any training. I mean, who would have guessed if your team doesn't do any training, you don't win? I wonder if I wonder why that happened. Quite true, absolutely true. Some of the fans have been down to Roundwood to see whether they could catch the team training, and no, they never found. They could never find anyone training because they were never there. They were there for 15-20 minutes a week. Shot blocked by. So Millwall are attacking, and they're back in the attack now, and quite in, and nearly get it in twice there, but Middlesbrough kick it out as far as they can down the right hand side. They might be on the break here. Yeah, played it to the edge, pushed it up to the other side, back out to the left hand side. Middlesbrough now took Millwall on the break at that point. It's taken out. Free kick to Middlesbrough right on the edge of the box. When he managed the Stags, they trained one day a week. Yeah, 1 day a week, 15 to 20 minutes. Then went to Portugal for fitness. Oh yeah, right. Why didn't you tell us that so we could have imagine it was Tony's friend, wasn't he? So yeah, he was obviously gonna take his friend on, but what on earth makes a man train the players once a week for 15-20 minutes? Is it? Let's have a look at them. To the capital. So we got Barnsley 2, Bolton 0, Bristol Rovers 0, Exeter 2 still, Burton 2, Huddersfield 0 as we were just I was just looking at, Crawley 1, Leyton Orient 2. That one's changed round, hasn't it? Leyton Orient pretty much just trying to play out the rest of the season, I think. Lincoln City 1, Shrewsbury 1, Northampton 0, Reading 0. We will actually go into that one. Whoa, hang on. There's been a goal in League 2. Just seen that one off the bottom. Chesterfield 1, Fleetwood 0. Chesterfield just scored. Accrington 2, Tranmere 0. Barrow 1, Walsall 0. Harrogate 0, Grimsby 2. Grimsby there doing well today. And totally against what we expected, Morecambe 0, Carlisle 1. And Morecambe would have had the ability here to get within 3 points of safety. Losing, and they're going to lose that chance. It looks like it at the minute. And the other goal is one of the most obvious ones. Port Vale 2, Bromley 0. We were going to go... I thought where we're going to go to now.
Langstaff, and he gets beyond both defenders, but Illing Jr. does just about enough. He may have in fact cleared it again onto Langstaff.
Oh, we're going to go to the Reading one, Northampton Reading. We'll go Northampton Reading. Offside. Reading get very close then. Offside though for Reading.
clearance for good measure. From the
We've
Aston
still
Villa
got
goalie,
it's Cardiff 0, Stoke 0 half time because of the medical emergency. It's Luton Town 0, Blackburn 1 at 56 minutes played there. It's we're listening to this one and I'm watching it. It's Millwall 0, Middlesbrough 0, and Millwall have finally taken up the second half. They've decided to play football in the second half, which is wasn't the case in the first half. 0 shots in the first half for Millwall, and they come out and try straight away in the second half. It's Portsmouth 0, Derby 0. Missed penalty for Portsmouth on 7 minutes there. QPR 1, Bristol City 1. As Reading down the middle again. And they gone into the box. Pulls it back. Shoots. Oh, it's kicked out. It's a corner to Reading. Reading's left corner. So Bolton and Huddersfield trying not to get promoted. They are, aren't they? I mean, it's like, but they were fuming when they lost to Rotherham. They had 55 crosses into the box. Bolton. They had 30 odd shots on at target, 0 goals, and Rotherham won 1-0. They were fuming. Long cross there by Reading into the middle. Oh, not quite getting on the end of that one. 59 minutes. Northampton player taken out there as he tries. They tried a quick break, but Reading sort of took him out, and it's a free kick to Northampton in the middle. Yeah, so they were quite. Burton 3-0. I'll go on my other computer.
Certainly a very talented attacker.
So Barnsley 2-0 up. Exeter 2-0 up away at Bristol Rovers. Yeah, Burton Albion 3, Huddersfield 0. And it's just manic. It really is. Finn Delap has scored for. No, he's the supplier of it, isn't it? It's Burrell that scored the goal.
Himself a youngster brought in
from a cross from Delap. At the minute, that doesn't look very good.
Pedro with his second of the game.
Yeah, Delap had a long clearance down the middle, and Burton just fired straight over the back line of Huddersfield. 3-0 to Burton. Just doesn't seem like they want. Huddersfield don't want to get promoted. They really don't. Oh God, here we go. Where's the goal gone? Where's the goal gone? We've had a goal at Stockport, and it's Stockport 2, Rotherham 1. Will they lose their first game under the new manager? It's Brad Hills that scored for Stockport. That's going to put Stockport well in the top 6, and that's them on the beach until the playoffs. Even the commentary team have gone quiet at Millwall. I tell you, the Millwall game is probably as boring as the Cardiff game was. There's been a red card at Luton Town. It's Luton Town 0, Blackburn 1. Let's see who's been red carded there as Luton Town are attacking down the middle. They're getting it to the box. 60 minutes. Just had a red card for Montgomery, and it's a corner for Luton Town.
The effort from a man with 5 goals to his name already.
it's strange because
under-21s since making
it's the 10 oh crikey, it's 52 minutes we had a goal from a shot from Ohashi for Blackburn, and ever since then it's just been a push. We had a triple substitution on 56 minutes for Luton, and Luton seem to be coming back into this one quite significantly. They're not really far from turning this one around. Stockport not far from automatics. No, and neither are Charlton. But Charlton would have had to have really shown some guts today for me. And at the minute it's just 1-0. Cambridge 0, Charlton 1. Luton have another shot, and it goes to the goalkeeper, nice and easy for Blackburn. But at the minute, Blackburn just, that red card for Blackburn just seems to have made quite a bit of difference. It's Sunderland 0, Swansea 1. So Swansea they're getting into the game. It's QPR 1-1. The game down the road is from me is Portsmouth 0, Derby 0. Let's have a quick look at the stats there. 7 shots, 2 on target to Portsmouth, 7 shots, 3 on target to Derby, 60% to Portsmouth, so they're knocking it around quite well, but not really doing much more than that. Better chances, better shots, or better positioning from Portsmouth, but that's about it. West Brom 2, Watford 0. It's still Exeter winning 2-0 away at Bristol Rovers. Barnsley 2, Bolton 0. Huddersfield 3-0 down away at Burton Albion. Their fans will be gutted. Cambridge 0, Charlton 1, Crawley 1, Leyton Orient 2, Lincoln City 1, Shrewsbury 1, Northampton's 0-0 with Reading, and Rotherham are losing 2-1 at Stockport. I just wanted to look at that table and go somewhere else to look at the table. Because this is getting quite interesting. It's a bit like Roy said there. Goal Carlisle. Let's have another look at Carlisle. Because Carlisle, I said this is really weird because Carlisle have been playing... Morecambe 0, Carlisle 2. Mayfield kindly to Negley, and he does get his first goal for Millwall. Millwall won. I said Millwall did awful in the first half. They've come back in the second half.
In the potential for Millwall to creep into the playoff positions. Yes, there's a fair bit to go in the game, but Negley is the difference as things stand.
Millwall have been just so much better in the second half. Middlesbrough just haven't had it this season. To me, they've just not had any... They've had an average team with an average season. I think their fans will be a bit disappointed as well. But yeah, it's Morecambe 0, Carlisle 2. Carlisle... Yeah, I mean, they're coming back at the wrong time, aren't they? They really are buried down there at the bottom of League 2. So what do we have? Right, let's have a look at this. So we've got Birmingham in obvious winners on 95 points. We've got Wrexham and Wickham on 82 and 81. But they're both starting to lose. The odd game... anyone within sort of 3 or 4 points, 3, 4, 5 points is not really that far behind. Stockport are on 72. They're 9 points behind now, and 10 points behind. No, 9. Crikey. 5 points behind. So the 5 points behind Stockport with 4 games left after this, and 6 points behind you have Charlton. So either of those could, if Wrexham and Wycombe start to lose or carry on losing, it could be. It could, yeah, you're quite right. It could be a Birmingham Stockport. It could be a Birmingham Charlton. I was thinking Birmingham Charlton a few weeks ago, but yeah, there's at the minute winning 2-1 at home to Rotherham. You would think then it's those results, isn't it, that we had over the last 2 weeks? It's the fact that both Wrexham and Wycombe have both lost 1, won 1 in the last 2 games. I still think Wrexham will do it, but it's Stockport are going to prove a very difficult hurdle for them. I think they're certainly pushing it. So we've got any other goals in there? Let's have a look at Brighton 2, Leicester 1. Yeah, they thought they'd got a goal, a second goal, Brighton, but they got it chalked off. And then they've managed to get one now. Southampton, Aston Villa. We have to go to Southampton, Aston Villa. Villa. I think we've got a call for. We've got a call for a penalty. Yes, we've got a penalty. Aston Villa have a penalty. So it's Southampton 0, Aston Villa 0. Villa have a penalty against relegated Southampton. And I tell you what, the local Portsmouth fans are already trying to get the tickets for the Southampton-Portsmouth game. They're buzzing. The Portsmouth fans are buzzing. Let's wait for this one. We're just going to wait for the Aston Villa penalty.
Wanted to latch onto that. Aziz will get on the end of this one, going forward now, and deflected effort. It's another corner.
68 minutes here, and it's
changes came at the right time.
Aston Villa with a penalty, 0-0 against Southampton.
Seeing them go in front, and full credit to Alex Neil for seeing that opportunity.
Taking the time with this penalty. Aston Villa are really taking the time. Yes. Is it the last game? Stockport, Wycombe. And then you've got Charlton Wrexham, is it? Oh, they missed it. Aston Villa have missed the penalty. It's Southampton 0. Aston Villa 0. Oh dear, and it bounces out, and it's Aston Villa straight on the attack. Oh dear, they've managed to stay ahead, stay equal. Southampton, relegated Southampton, still 0-0. Like I say, Millwall 1, Middlesbrough 0. Oh, Portsmouth have gone behind. It's Portsmouth 0, Derby 1. What the devil does that make to the bottom? I'm really going to try and I really do want to see if we can. It may not be on, maybe a bit quick here. We are a bit quick. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, Derby are well out of it now. Derby are in 18th on 45 points. Portsmouth are in 20th on 45 points. Cardiff are in 22nd on 43. Just 2 points behind Portsmouth. Portsmouth really needed to get at least a point here. They thought they were clear. I thought they were clear. At the minute, Portsmouth have been dragged, kicking and screaming, right into the relegation quagmire. And they were going to enjoy playing Southampton next year. Well, it's maybe off at the minute. So what's happened at... and Portsmouth have equalised! What did I say? Portsmouth equalised. As soon as I start saying that they're getting dragged into it, it's Portsmouth 1, Derby 1. And we did have something happen at Sunderland. I was going to go into that one, but it's still Sunderland 0, Swansea 1. Let's see if we can gather what happened there. I think what might not be possible. I think Sunderland hit the bar. It looks like Sunderland hit the bar. They had a corner. It hit the bar, and Sunderland trying to get back into that one. Sunderland 0. Swansea 1. Sheffield Wednesday. We've not been to the Owls yet. Sheffield Wednesday. Let's see how they're playing, because I've not even looked at that. Sheffield Wednesday 63% possession, 15 shots, 2 on target, none in the net. Oxford United are 37%, 8 shots, 3 on target, none in the net. 3 shots on target for Oxford, 2 on target for Sheffield Wednesday. Actually, this is a lot more even than what the game looks like. Sheffield Wednesday certainly in charge of it, but Oxford are the ones that are shooting more often. Bristol again. Which Bristol? We've got a corner for Oxford. Let's just wait for the corner for Oxford, and we'll go for that one.
Now towards Azaz, McGree has it again. Conway makes the run forward, deflected and cleared out by Cooper, still in the area.
So corner on the right hand side for Oxford.
Hackney. Milling Jr.
We're going to League One. Bristol Rovers 1. It's that bloke Citerio. And Exeter 2. The long cross from the corner back into almost midfield for Oxford. Why on earth they did that? I know. You just said Bristol. Into the box and straight down to the keeper, straight into the keeper's lap by Oxford. Sheffield Wednesday there easily being able to cope with that one on 76. Did tip it out for a corner though, so it's another corner to Oxford, and there's been another goal at Stockport, and it's Stockport 3, Rotherham 1. Stockport 3, and it's pie for Stockport, and Stockport are going to run away with this one. It's Stockport 3-1 up. Oxford goal, kick it long. They're taking their corners, Oxford. They're pulling it back and then trying to get it in. And it's annoying Wednesday because, again, Oxford take a corner, pull it all the way back, kick it back in, and Sheffield Wednesday panic, goes out for a third corner to Oxford in a row. So let's see if they can get anything with the third one. Will they pull this one back to halfway and then come in, or they seem to be playing this tactic, Roy, of Oxford of, when you get teams thinking that kicking it into the box from the corner is a lot of the time you lose the ball. So they want to keep the ball instead. So they kick it somewhere where they know they're going to keep the ball. Let's see if Oxford do it for the third time in a row. Goodham's going to take this one. For Oxford, short. Yeah, they've taken it short this time, but back to an Oxford player. So, again, making sure they keep the ball. And, gets taken out. And he's actually going to get substituted as well. So Oxford are making a substitution. That's that game. Barnsley 2. We've not been into this game for a while. So Barnsley 2, Bolton 0. We're how many minutes? 70 minutes. Now this is where Barnsley usually lose it. If Bolton are going to win this one, Bolton, and I. It's worked for them. It's worked for them, Roy. They pulled it back 3 times there, straight in the net, straight in the box, and Sheffield Wednesday panicked on all occasions. And Barnsley, Barnsley down the middle, and it's a goal for Barnsley. They run straight through the Bolton back line, straight down the middle, straight down the throat to the goalkeeper, and it's Barnsley 3. Bolton 0. Bolton fans will be absolutely gutted this week. Only 7 shots at target Bolton today. None of them on target. And I tell you what, Bolton fans will be furious. Absolutely furious. Bolton now, I mean, you know, they've gone from being probably the one to watch to be in that top 6, and now they're in 8th position. 8th position on 66 on 66 points. But that goal difference is not being helped by a 3-0 loss to Barnsley. With the looks of it, it's certainly not. It will go down to 15 goal difference for Bolton in a minute. It's not got that 3rd goal yet. They'll go down to 15. And Huddersfield aren't making any headway below them, so they're losing as well. The 6 point, well, Blackpool are in 10th, but you know they're on 60 points. They're miles away.
He's had the joy of scoring his first goal and may now have the disappointment.
Can't help but think that Bolton and Huddersfield are just blowing it. They're just blowing it. Does anybody think that? Does anybody think Bolton and Huddersfield have a chance of getting into the top 6? I mean, Barnsley down the middle again. Jesus, they nearly get through in exactly the same move. Exactly the same move from Barnsley, and they nearly get a shot off again. Straight down the middle. And again they do it. Again. They're doing down, and again it gets kicked out. It's like Bolton are going to try the same trick. Straight down the middle. And Bolton have tried it. And they scored! Bolton has done the same to Barnsley that Barnsley did to Bolton. Straight down the middle, straight into the box. Straight shot at goal. First shot on target for Bolton, and it's Barnsley 3, Bolton 1. What did I say about Bolton in the last Barnsley in the last 20 minutes?
So 21 minutes he's had.
Barnsley,
in the game.
Could they lose it? Could they draw it in the last 20 minutes? I never say never for Barnsley. Never say never. Barnsley now on the attack. Down the middle again. They're trying it. Down the middle. They're doing the same bloody trick again. Oh, for heaven's sake. Oh, this is absolutely absurd. Bolton kick it out. It's getting frantic down here. The Barnsley-Bolton game is really end-to-end. And they're both doing the same shot right down the middle. Bolton free kick right in the middle. We'll leave them at that. That's just getting frantic. Bristol Rovers 1, Exeter 2, and Exeter denting that Bristol Rovers revival at the minute. So we'll see what happens there. Northampton have a red card. It's Northampton 0, Reading 10-man Northampton 0, Reading 0. Let's see when that happened. I think more than anything else. 77 minutes. So it happened 4 minutes ago. It's Guinness Walker to get sent off as well. So Guinness Walker got sent off. And then they made a substitution after that, Northampton, to try and level things out. It's Hoskins off for Deitch. So that's going to be a bit difficult for Northampton. I go into their lineups. They've only got 3 at the back, so they've got a red card on one of their 3 defenders. They don't want it. No, I don't think they do. Do you think Bolton and Huddersfield are stalling for promotion until they get better? You know, it's not such a stupid idea, is it? I don't think Bolton. I think Bolton feel, certainly the fans feel, that they've got a good enough side and they can score goals. Huddersfield, though, they just don't seem to be
crossing chance for him.
They don't have scorers. They only sit like, oh, I don't know. They don't have an out-and-out scorer for me. Not a 30-goal constant scorer. They need a Stansfield in there, don't they? Somebody who's going to go in there and more often than not is going to score. They just don't have it. And it tends to go in glitches, doesn't it? Like they didn't score at home for until all this year until they sacked the manager, and then they scored 4 at home the next game, and it's like, and then they get beaten, and and they score 0, and it's so up and down for them. I think it would be a good idea for Huddersfield. Because if you're going to go up, you need to be going up with a striker that's going to be able to take you up and stay there in the Championship. Because strikers are very, very difficult to get in the Championship. So, yes, I would say that's the case for Huddersfield. I said Port Vale were just... Port Vale to me... Port Vale to me are running away with it, aren't they? Oh my God. I thought it was 3, wasn't it? It's now 5. Port Vale 5, Bromley 0.
10 goals this season.
And it's still Morecambe 0, Carlisle 2. Harrogate 0, Grimsby 2. And the other important one, Chesterfield 3, Fleetwood 0. That's a surprise for me. I thought Fleetwood were playing some good football. Barrow 1, Walsall 0. Accrington 3, Tranmere 1. It's that Accrington one, isn't it? So we got Accrington. See, Accrington 3, Tranmere 1. Is a Tranmere, with Tranmere losing, it would only take. It would have took Morecambe a win just to get quite within 3 points of Tranmere, but 4 points of Tranmere. But it's not going to, that gap's, it's not really helping Morecambe losing this one. But there again, Carlisle now on 37 points, 6 points behind Tranmere. 4 games, I really can't see them catching them, but
6 minutes to go in the tie.
Let's see if they can. They have been playing some good football, Carlisle, and I have said that the last couple of Saturdays, haven't I? That they've actually been playing some decent football. They are actually not playing the sort of football you expect of somebody who was at the bottom of the league. And now we've got a goal at Brighton. Brighton 2, Leicester 2. Leicester, wow. Leicester have equalised 82 minutes there. And Southampton 0, Aston Villa 2. So they have got a goal now. It's they really needed. They wanted that penalty, didn't they? They really needed that penalty. Fancy missing a penalty. The Nottingham Forest-Everton game seems to be quite still at the minute. Nottingham Forest-Everton. Let's have a look at the stats on that one, shall we? 58% possession to Everton. 11 shots, 4 on target, and Nottingham Forest 42% possession. 9 shots, but 5 of them on target. Neither have got a goal. Now, in the Premier League, you would expect from 4 shots at target, you would expect at least 1 in the net. In this game alone, we've had 9 shots at target, on target, and none of them are in the net. It's a really odd game. Nottingham Forest are attacking at the minute. Oh, kick back out. Oh, Everton, hang on. Have we joined at the right time? Everton, down there on left hand. Oh, and that's off the post. Everton nearly scored, and it gets bounced out, kicked out by Nottingham Forest, and Nottingham Forest there nearly went behind. Nearly went behind off the post. Luton versus Blackburn. At the minute, it's all Luton Town. Yet they're 1-0 down. I mean, this. Yeah, I actually thought Luton Town would win this one when we started looking at the first half. 10 shots to 56% possession to Luton, by the way. 10 shots, 1 on target, none in the net. Blackburn, 44% possession, 3 shots, 1 on target, 1 in the net. How many times do I say Blackburn get the run of the green? I mean, they're not the best side in this game. They're winning against the run of play yet again. I just cannot believe this side. Oh, dear Lord. Where does that put Blackburn? It puts them in 10th on 56 points. 6 points away from Coventry in 6th. Ooh, 4 games, 6 points. I wouldn't put it past them. There's 3 points per game. But Coventry, are they catchable? They've actually got a game in hand as well. So and that game in hand is against Hull City. So I can't really see that. As Luton Town go into the box, can they get a shot off? 87 minutes. They just can't quite get. Can't quite get it. Gets kicked out by Blackburn. Only as far as another Luton Town player kicks it back into the box, and one more shot from Luton Town, and we're still getting it. It still keeps getting kicked back out by Blackburn, and that back line for Blackburn is really, really deep. It's all the way back. Millwall 1, Middlesbrough 0. Millwall just managing to pull. They forget the first half for Millwall; it didn't exist. But in the second half, good on them. They seem to have come back quite well. Portsmouth now losing again. It's Portsmouth 1, Derby 2. And that's going to put Portsmouth in the relegation hunt. They're certainly going to be, I think, 2 points away from the relegation zone there. Oxford have indeed gone ahead against Sheffield Wednesday. Sheffield Wednesday 0, Oxford 1. Was saying Oxford were doing really well there. QPR 1, Bristol City 1 still.
So a set piece opportunity in the 90th minute.
Sunderland 0, Swansea 1. West Brom 2, Watford 1. So there's been a couple of goals in the second half there. Crawley 1, Leyton Orient 2. So that goal push for Leyton Orient seems to have paid off. And Bolton have scored. It's Barnsley 3, Bolton 1. So Barnsley scored down the middle, straight down the throat of the keeper. And then Bolton came back and did exactly the same trick. Straight down the middle of the pitch, straight down the throat of the keeper. And as far as exactly the same gameplay, if you can do it, we can. First shot on target, I think, as well. And first goal in the net.
Getting into the playoffs, but now here come Middlesbrough. Big decision for the referee to make, and waves away any protests.
Cambridge 0, Charlton 1. Crawley 1, Leyton Orient 2. Barnsley 3, Bolton 1. Bristol Rovers 1, Exeter 2. Rovers aren't giving up without a fight there, but we're on 89 minutes and not looking good for them, because direct below that line I've got Burton Albion 3, Huddersfield 0, again 89 minutes, and it's not looking good for them. Charlton are winning away at Cambridge 89. Oh, hang on. We go to that game. We need to go to that game. Ooh, Charlton just hit the post and it's come back, and Charlton is still in the attack, and they get fouled, and it's a Charlton free kick right outside the box. Short, takes it quick, takes it short. Charlton trying to run right at the Cambridge back line, but
great flick on, big chance at the back post, and what a save. That's a huge save from Lucas Jensen.
88 minutes.
Thought he'd found a late equaliser. Fell to him kindly.
No, Charlton just cannot get past that back line, pulls it back. Another free kick in the same position for Charlton. 5 minutes injury time here, 90 minutes as they kick it short yet again. And still doesn't... Well, it didn't work last time. Why are we doing it this time? Still gets kicked back out by Cambridge. I don't know why they did that, but 90 minutes and Charlton have the same Tranmere. Right, okay. Have the same free kick in the same position.
Great play from Howson, though, using all of his experience there.
So we'll go to that one then, Tranmere. Yeah, it's Accrington 3, Tranmere 2. Tranmere now, although that's actually quite interesting because down at the bottom, that puts Tranmere, if they can, I'll tell you what, every goal that Tranmere get could save them. They desperately need the points, but goals will do because they're on minus 23 goal difference and Carlisle are on minus 27. So for them to catch up, it just makes sure that even if Carlisle catch up, it's going to be, at the minute, Tranmere will just have the edge on goal difference. Another one for Barnsley. So we go up to there. We have a 10-man Northampton are still 0-0. Rotherham are still losing 3-1 away at Stockport. Charlton is still winning 1-0 away at Cambridge. Burton 3, Huddersfield 0. Bristol Rovers Bristol Rovers 1, Exeter 2, and yet we've got it. Barnsley 4, Bolton 0. It's just beggars belief, this one, isn't it? How on earth? I remember me and Roy Stagler talking about this during the sort of second. And Aston Villa have scored a third. It's Southampton 0, Aston Villa 3. And I remember talking about Huddersfield and thinking, they could actually get second place here if they really start to push this.
Faces of the Millwall fans.
Unfortunately, they went the opposite bloody direction. And what happened to Huddersfield? They just seem to melt away. But Barnsley aren't melting away. It's Barnsley 4, Bolton 1. The other side doing well is actually Burton Albion. Burton Albion 3, Huddersfield 0. And Huddersfield don't seem to have any fight back whatsoever. There's just nothing in them. And let's just go into the stats on that one because Burton Albion 11 shots, 7 on target, 3 in the net. Huddersfield with 64% possession, mind, 6 shots, none on target, and they just don't seem to be able to. They've no response whatsoever.
They know how close they are now to.
Have a look at the Rotherham game. It's full time for Rotherham. Rotherham have lost their first game under the new manager. Stockport 3, Rotherham 1. Millwall have indeed won that game. Millwall 1 and Middlesbrough 0.
Against Michael Carrick's men. Back-to-back defeats now for
Middlesbrough. And Middlesbrough have
behind even further.
Middlesbrough not very. They seem to just died out, don't they, and given up. Aston Villa, they're really. It's more of a rout this than anything else. 25 shots to Aston Villa, including a penalty miss, 10 on target, 3 in the net. They'll actually be disappointed they didn't score more. 6 shots to Southampton, only 2 on target, none in the net. and they are relegated. Well, they were relegated last time, weren't they? But they certainly are now. It's still Brighton 2, Leicester 2. Leicester equalising recently there. It's Nottingham Forest 0, Everton 1. That's the final score as well. Yeah, you're right, Roy. Everton have nicked that one in the last few minutes. It's Sunderland 0, Swansea 1. West Brom 2, Watford 1 seems to be where it's going to end. It's let's have a look at 94 minutes. Yeah, we've got 30 seconds left. West Brom have it. Oh, they lose it in their own half. Hang on, crosses it. Watford have a chance. No, they missed it. They've had to pull it back. They're right across the face of goal for Watford, right from the left-hand corner, all the way across the right corner. Nobody to tap it in. Watford will be gutted they didn't have anybody in the middle of the box, and then it comes back into the box, back out again, back into the box, back out again. West Brom clear it into the Watford half. Watford clear it back into the West Brom half. Then Watford are really trying to do something in this last few seconds. It's going to get called as a finish soon. Watford into the box. Oh, kicks back out again. Into the box. Right into. It's a shot on target right from the middle. Oh, it's saved and pushed out. They nearly got an equaliser in the last second of the game. Surely it's going to get called finish soon as Watford push it to the left-hand side. And Watford, I'm going to give this one up, are they? It's finished. And Watford almost got the equaliser. Watford's They'll be absolutely kicking themselves there. That just an absolutely amazing last couple of seconds there. Harrogate 2, Grimsby 2. Did I see there? Yeah, you Roy's just on that one. You're on the ball. Accrington 3, Tranmere 2. That's still playing. Gillingham 0-0 with False Milton Keynes. The only other one playing 93 minutes is Newport 0, Colchester 2. So we've got 3 games left in League 2. We've got 2 left in League 1. Bristol Rovers 1, Exeter 2 is still playing 98 minutes. In League 1 we also have Barnsley 4, Bolton 1. Let's see if Bolton can get one back as they charge down the middle. And yeah, it's almost like, we got one this way, we'll try it again. And Barnsley kick it back out. They're not going to get caught by that one a second time. That's their move anyway, Bolton. Try your own move. And they try it again. It's all down the middle. Similar to the Reading Northampton Reading game. At the minute, Bolton are doing the same as both Northampton and Reading. The main attack route is straight down the middle. Don't use the wingers, don't use the wide players, and go straight down that diamond formation down the middle. Not doing them much use at the minute. 7 minutes extra time. We're on 94 minutes at Barnsley. We will wait for this one, and then we'll. Barnsley get the ball. Try and do a quick burst down the middle as usual. And Bolton take him out. So it's a Barnsley easy free kick in the middle of the pitch. Let's just see. We've got another. It's 95 minutes. Oh, long. Right down to the D. And Barnsley. Oh, crikey. They had a good chance at getting 5 there. But on 95 minutes, they just couldn't quite get a shot off. Pulls it back and pushes it back in. They're trying to get past this back line, but it's quite a solid back line at the minute. And that back line charges, guess where? Straight down the middle. And it is actually got all the way to the D at the other end as well. As I tell you what, they are actually causing some trouble, Bolton. 4-1 down. You wouldn't expect them to be quite so attack-minded, but they are attacking down the middle. Again, the Barnsley defence do exactly the same as Bolton defence, close in on him into the middle. and the wings now are completely empty. There's only 2 games going, Roy. Gillingham goal. Barnsley. Oh, Barnsley could have got another one again and still don't do it. And it's what did I see there? I missed the Portsmouth one. Missed the Portsmouth one. Gillingham 1, Milton Keynes 0. That's final time. We are actually nearly through that, so we'll go to the scores. Let's go through the scores. Please don't matter about liking. We're to the end now. Please do subscribe though. Please click the subscribe. Does help the channel. Let's go through. We'll do the Premier League as well. Manchester City 5, Crystal Palace 2, Brighton 2, Leicester 2, and Leicester weren't going to give that one up without a fight. Brighton had a goal disallowed. Nottingham Forest 0, Everton 1 with that last minute goal. Southampton 0, Villa 3 with a Villa missed penalty. Tonight we have Arsenal Brentford. Into the Championship, Leeds 2, Palace. Leeds 2, Preston 1 this morning. Plymouth 2, Sheffield United 1. Sheffield United don't want to get promoted with the sounds of it. And I, for one, don't reckon they'll do very well in the playoffs. What do you think? I think that they could be a Championship side next season. Cardiff City 0, Stoke 0 because of the fan being ill in the stadium emergency. Luton Town 0, Blackburn 1 is how it finished. Millwall 1, Borough 0, which we'll listen to. Borough were on top in the first half. Millwall came out a lot better in the second. The important game here, Portsmouth versus Derby. Derby kept going ahead and then Portsmouth equalised. Derby went ahead 2-1. Portsmouth equalised. It finished. Portsmouth 2, Derby 2. We'll have a look at the meaning of that in a minute. QPR 1, Bristol City 1, Sheffield Wednesday 0, Oxford 1. Oxford were, for me, the better team. Their better team won. Sunderland 0, Swansea 1, West Brom 2, Watford 1. That looked quite a dull game to me. Well, I'll see what the other people think. Oh my God, a goal for Tranmere. We're going to get down there in a minute. Interleague 1, Wigan 0, Wrexham 0, and Wrexham, I'm like I said, dropping points again. They only won one game out of the last 2 weekends. Wycombe 1, Stevenage 0, Barnsley 4, Bolton 1, Bristol Rovers 1, Exeter 2, Burton 3, Huddersfield 0, Cambridge 0, Charlton 1, Crawley 1, Orient 3, Lincoln 1, Shrewsbury 1, Northampton 0, Reading 0 is where it finished. Surprised at that with a 10-man Northampton side, and it was a defender at that. Stockport 3, Rotherham 1, but there again we are on the beach. Doncaster 1, Wimbledon 1. How about this one? Swindon 5, Bradford 4. My God. 9 goals in a game. Bloody hell. It's Accrington 3, Tranmere 3. Just finished. Accrington 3, Tranmere 3 is now full time. Barrow 2, Walsall 0. Chesterfield 3, Fleetwood 0. Gillingham 1, Fake Dons 0. Harrogate 2, Grimsby 2. Wow. Good game there. Morecambe 0, Carlisle 2, and Carlisle were the best side. Tranmere were losing 3-0. Ouch. Well, yeah, let's just go to the last couple. Newport 0, Colchester 2, Port Vale 5, Bromley 0. I mean, you say Tranmere, just have a look at the timing of those goals. So Accrington scored on 1 minute, 24 minutes, into nearly up to half-time, 42 minutes, went in 3-0 up. In the second half, it all started on 78 minutes. So Tranmere 3 were losing 3-1, and then 3-2 on 87 minutes, and then they equalised on 90 minutes plus 11. I mean, how many games in that one bloody game? Bradford was an absolute nightmare. I mean, 6 in the Accrington game. Just goals per game in League Two: 2, 9, 6, 2, 3, 1, 4, 2, 2, 5. It's non-league stuff, isn't it? Absolute non-league stuff. So let's have a quick look then at the Championship. Leeds are. Excuse me if I look down, because I'm looking at the table. Leeds United are in first on 88 points. 4 games left. Burnley 4 games left, 88 points, equal with fair few behind. 9 goal difference there for Burnley. Sheffield United are in third on 83 points, 5 points behind with 4 games left. Can they do it? I don't think they can. I don't think that those two are going to lose enough for them to gain 5 points in 4 games. Sunderland are in fourth on 76, pretty much in that top 6, aren't they? Because you've got Bristol City on 64 in fifth, and in sixth you've got Coventry with 1 game in hand to play against Hull City on 62. So Bristol City and Coventry could quite easily be both on 64 and 65 for Coventry. So that would put West Brom in 7th on 60, 4 points behind, 4 games to go. That is just about doable. Borough still there, 60 points in 8th, but based on today's performances, that's not really going to happen, is it? Millwall there on 60 points. They probably still could get there on 9th. 60 points, like I say, 4 points behind. 4 points behind the Bristol City if Coventry win their game in hand. With 4 games left, so that it's not impossible for Millwall to make it into the top 6. In the bottom, let's have a look where we're going to go. Probably go 6 points away from Cardiff, which will take us to there. So in 17th, we've got Oxford on 48 points. 18th, we've got Stoke City on 47 points. 19th, we have Portsmouth on 46 points. That equalising goal was absolutely critical for them. 20th, Hull City on 44 points. 21st, Derby County on 43. Cardiff City in the drop zone on 42. Luton Town 40 and Plymouth 40. So it's looking like one of about 4 or 5 teams there, isn't it? We have got a goal at the Cardiff game. It is Cardiff City 0, Stoke City 1, and it's an own goal. It's an 85th minute Fish goal for Fish own goal, which has given Stoke City the slip. Oh dear! Don't thank me on that one. Oh dear God, Cardiff City. That's has that only just happened then? 4 minutes ago. Let's see if they've actually changed the table. So Cardiff City 42 points in 22nd place. It's not looking good certainly not looking good for Luton and Plymouth. 4 points behind safety for both the pair of them. But it is, they have got 4 games to try and make it up. And, it's not impossible, but I don't think so. Prediction, Plymouth to stay up. That's a bit brash. I wonder what the odds are on that. Look, Plymouth they've been playing well in little bits, but they haven't been playing well long enough for me. They keep playing well for 1 or 2 games. Like, really well for Liverpool, really well for the Millwall game straight after. And then they just dropped off. Really weird. So, we'll go into League One. Let's have a look at the table for League One. We've ended with Birmingham in first on 95 points and promoted. You've got second Wrexham on 82. Third Wycombe on 81. You've got fourth Stockport on 72, and they're not out of the picture. I don't think they are at all. And also, I don't think Charlton are out of the picture in fifth. They're fifth, Charlton Athletic on 76. Don't think 6 points, 4 games. 3 points per game. I wouldn't completely write them off. Sixth, we've got Reading on 69. Seventh, Leyton Orient on 66. Then we've got the 2 sides that have just given up, which is Bolton in 8th on 66 and Huddersfield in lowly 9th on 64. Blackpool in 10th on 60. Really, really poor showing for Bolton and Huddersfield today. Only one hard game Leeds at Leeds last match. Yeah. I heard, I think it was Talk Sport saying that they've got a relatively easy run-in. Probably the easier ones of the lot. But, I think they've got to win the so-called easy games, yeah. At the bottom of League One, we have Shrewsbury Town on the bottom with 30 points. We have Cambridge in 23rd with 35. We have Crawley Town, who I thought might get out of it when they played so well against Rotherham, in 22nd on 36 points. However, ahead of them, they've got Bristol Rovers on 42 points. That is probably too much for them now, with 4 games to go. Burton Albion are in 20th on 42 points, equal with Bristol Rovers. They have a game in hand. Not sure who that's against. Northampton are probably out of it on 47. Mansfield are probably out of it on 47. Wigan are probably out of it also on 47. I think above that, you've got no chance of them catching those up. There's an extreme outside chance that Mansfield could get relegated, but nah, not really. Mansfield, Northampton, and Wigan all on 47. The fourth from bottom, Bristol Rovers, are on 42. So there's only 5 points difference with 4 games left. So, it's not completely out of it. Burton's spare game is Wigan. Oh, that's winnable, isn't it? That's winnable. I wish you luck then in that game. Let's just quickly look at League Two. We will look at League Two. We don't usually look at League Two, but we'll look at League Two. Oh, wow, Doncaster. 10-man Doncaster won. Billy Sharp sent off on 72. 10-man Wimbledon won. Jake Reeves sent off on 28. 2 red cards in that game. Ouch. So, I don't know how many red cards we had. We had red cards last week, didn't we? So first we have Port Vale 76, second Bradford on 73. Trying to catch those 2 up, we have Walsall in third on 72. Doncaster in fourth on 71. So that's not impossible. So getting a little bit lower down, we've got Wimbledon in 5th on 69, 6th Notts County 68, Grimsby in 7th on 66. I think we can still say Colchester have a chance, 8th, 65. Outside chance, Chesterfield 9th, 62. I wouldn't think so, but maybe. The bottom two at the moment are, it's changed. Morecambe, who were looking so good at the beginning of 3 o'clock. Morecambe are 24th on 36 points. Carlisle now are off the bottom on 37. And then just above them we have Accrington on 43 and Tranmere on 44. Harrogate are out of it, they're 46, and unfortunately Milton Keynes are out of it on 46 as well. So 6 points between Carlisle and Accrington, 7 between Carlisle and Tranmere. 4 games, 6 points. It will be very, very tough. Carlisle could still make it out, and they are actually playing some good football, so it's going to be interesting, I think. So that's the scores on the doors for today. Let's see. Actually, we didn't just check in at that. Has that game finished now, the Cardiff game? Carlisle Accrington. Ooh, that's somebody bloody planned that one. Carlisle Accrington penultimate game. That would create a absolute mayhem. That's a 6-pointer, isn't it? That is a really good 6-pointer. Who the hell planned that one? That is sick. That is really sick. Fancy doing that. Who the hell planned that one? I just wanted to go to the one that was, it's still Cardiff 0, Stoke City 1, 96 minutes. So it should, what did we say? 14 minutes extra time. So, 104. Yeah, still got quite a way to go on that one. Yeah, 96. We've still got quite a way. Oh, it's full time. It is full time. Cardiff 0, Stoke City 1 is full time. Yeah, the last time that was reported was that's not up to date. It is actually Cardiff 0, Stoke City 1. We're going to leave you with that. Thank you for watching. Please do like and subscribe. Certainly try and subscribe for me. And we'll see you all again next week. Please watch out for the prediction video of League One. Like it, share it as much as you can. We will be having 2 prediction videos next week. One will come out on either Sunday or Monday, and the next one will come out on Monday or Tuesday. So we're going to try and keep two days between it, so that YouTube can try and spread it out to you guys. So we're going to have two League One prediction videos. One at the beginning of the week, one somewhere in the middle for Monday. Do look out for them. Do like them, subscribe them to them, and do share. Roy, we've gone on a 3-match winning run. We've lost one. They've been playing absolutely out of their skins, that team. And it's like you said, Roy. Evans trained for 15 to 20 minutes a week. Once a week. It's no wonder that team didn't do anything. Absolute shocking. Shocking. I'll see you all next week. Good luck to Mansfield. I'm pretty sure that they're safe, but they just need one more win, don't they? Mansfield need one more win. Northampton need one more win, because otherwise they're just in danger if they keep losing of being a little bit too close to that chase impact, because they're starting to get points. But at the minute, it looks pretty much stable, apart from that last position for relegation in League One, doesn't it? It's going to be interesting, and the drop from League Two, I don't think is over either. I think that one could go down, especially now that Roy's just told us who's playing, Carlisle Accrington. The penultimate game. That's going to be a game and a half, isn't it? You might get a point against Birmingham. They'll be so knackered after playing this extra game and against you and the cup game tomorrow. You should have played them last week because they rested all their good players last week so that they could have them this for tomorrow's game. So I didn't realise that, but they'd rested every single one of their good players last week for the game on Sunday, which is why the score didn't look so good. But yeah, well done everybody. Thanks for watching. Thanks for staying on. And I will see you next week for the 3 o'clock games. It's John Esser Sports Channel over and out. Please do like and subscribe. And did you? I didn't realise you. Yeah, I can't remember that far back, Roy. I really can't. I'm 60 next in a couple of weeks. What do you think? Oh dear. Thank you very much. Like, subscribe, and I shall see you next week. Watch out for the prediction video. Thank you very much. John Esser Sports Channel over and out.